Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I saw on the chat box earlier, a lot of people had just had lunch. If you had lunch just now, just kind of share with us what did you have lunch just now? What lunch did you had today? Okay, just put it in the chat box here while we are kind of waiting for more people to join us. This next 1 more minute. How many of you are curious to know what lunch I had today? Nasi kandar, wow, biryani ayam, chafan. How many of you are curious to know what I had for lunch today? Right. Someone sent an anonymous person sent me a package from Grab, and they had 3 boxes of Musang King. Thank you for whoever that sent me that durian. Yeah. Okay, today we are here to talk about GPS, or what is a GPS, right? And I think fundamentally everyone, oh, can you all hear me right now? I heard someone say video freeze. Can you all hear me right now? Are we good? Am I good? Virtual support, am I good?
Yes, John.
Okay, I'm good. Yeah, the internet is a bit lagging a bit. Okay, so GPS is a very important pivotal part of how we run our business, how we think about our business. And here are 3 things that I think why all agents or all business people should have a GPS in their business planning. And if you don't have a GPS, right, it's very hard for you to focus. It's very hard for you to be successful in this journey. Now, I left 3 things, and the theme of my sharing this next 10 minutes, and I'll pass the time to Seng, who will be going through a workshop with you guys, how to run that GPS. And I think I themed this is direction before determination. Now, write this down. In your business, in your life, first of all, you've got to find the direction first. Once you find the direction, then only you can follow by the determination. It's hard to determine without a direction. Now, I can give you the fastest car in the world. Let's just say we have a good car right now. You're all driving Tesla right now, right? Tesla can actually drive about 900 kilometers on a battery. And I tell you that you're going to have this car right now, determined to drive 900 kilometers. Now, without telling you where to go and how to get there, that car pretty much is useless right now, right? So it's important for you to understand that the direction or where you want to go, it's very important. Because once you've got the clear direction, the next thing that will happen is sheer determination. A lot of people are very determined, but they don't have a direction. And how can you then get direction? And there are 2 things that I want to share with you in the area of getting direction. Number 1, focus on the why you are doing this. If you cannot answer why you need to wake up every morning and do certain things that you have set in there and you wrote down in that goal or that planning or the GPS, it's not going to happen because you don't know why you're doing it. And after you get your why, on what you are supposed to do, very important. So the why and the what. Okay, right now, can you guys hear me? I'm hearing my internet is not good. Second thing, when you know your why and you know your what, stuck there. I'm stuck. But you all can hear me, yeah?
You were stuck for a while, but you are good now.
Okay. I hope it's not the durian that's causing this to happen, but yeah. So anyway, so you know the why and then you know the what. And then now after you know the why, you know the what, you need to write it down and commit it with someone. Write down, commit this with someone. Commit to make this happen with somebody, either a friend, a wife, a spouse, a kids, your coach. Right now, I'm committed to lose 10 kg this year. That durian didn't help just now, but I'm committed to work 10 kg this year. My son knows this, my wife knows this. Every time they see me opening the fridge, they ask me, Daddy, what are you doing? I tell them because I need some cool, fresh air. That's why I open the fridge, then I close it. Especially when you're at home right now, it's hard to cheat because they are watching me, right? Commitment, writing it down and telling someone about it. What's the plan for me? I need to exercise 3 times a week on a weekday and 4 times on weekend. So morning and afternoon on Saturdays and Sundays are 4 times. Weekday 3 times. Yesterday I had my 1 exercise. This afternoon I have my 2nd exercise. I got 1 more exercise to go. So these are the things that I need to write down and commit it with someone. Okay. The third thing you have to do is measure the progress. Measure your progress. Be very intentional of how you are progressing every single day. Every morning I wake up, I will look at the weighing scale. I will stand on it and I will look at the weighing scale. Do you see me losing 5 kilos? I can tell you, hey, I lost 10 kilos, but where's the evidence? Where is the evidence? That's my journey. That's my little GPS for my weight lossing right now, losing weight journey right now. I have a GPS for that right now, right? So all I'm saying is that these 3 things, focus on the why and focus on what. Number 2, write down and commit it with someone. Number 3, measure the progress. GPS stands for 1 goal, 3 priorities, 1 strategies. My goal is to lose 10 kilos. First priority, cut carbohydrate meals. What are the carbs that I cannot eat? I have not eaten a single grain of rice for the past 10 days. No rice for 30 days. That's my goal right now. Right, what I should eat, what I should not eat, and what's my exercise. My 3 priorities: what I cannot eat, what I should eat, and what exercise do I do. Right, that's an example of my GPS right now. So nasi, yeah, I cannot eat rice. I know nasi very sedap hayati, I know. Banana leaf rice is very nice. I know I cannot. I like to eat rice, but I can't. I'm stopping that right now. But thank you, whoever sent me the durian. Thank you very much. It's okay. It's good. It helps me a little bit to feel better that I'm human, right? So these are the 3 things that you need to do. Measure the progress so that you know what you're doing. Write down and commit to someone. Focus on why and focus on what. 3 things that you can help keep your GPS, right, intact. Now, I hope at the end of today, you have an understanding of what a GPS is, and we will be having some announcements where Seng will be announcing certain steps to help you guys to get your GPS better, right? So I hope you are learning something. I hope you will learn something today. I'm going to pass the time now back to Seng Fei. Seng Fei, take us away.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, everybody. So I hope you have catch the 3 main points that Johnny has shared. But before we start, just let you know this session, I'm going to interact with you through the chat box. So this is what I want you to do. Find out who are your neighbor, right? Put your screen on the gallery view so that you can see as many people as possible on the screen. Then I want you to type down the name of your neighbor. That means those people appear beside you, on top of you, below you. Put their name on the chat box. Quickly do it because these are your neighbor. Kelly, wow, so many Kelly. Everybody's next to Kelly. Chris, yes, John Lee. Who else? The rest of you? Ravi, you are. Hassan, yeah. Really, oh yes, wow. So that's where you get to know your neighbors. So we have many neighbors, cyber neighbors. Cannot find your name. So you know some of your neighbor. This is called the cyber neighbor, right? With the MCO, we have the SOP. We are asked to distance ourselves from people. But yet, if you want to get to know people, you have to find out intentional. Like now, you try to put in their name. That's people around you. That's where you intentionally find out who are your neighbor, right? So therefore, to begin the GPS session, the first thing you need to understand that you need to be intentional. Everybody types the word intentional in the chat box. Intentional. Yes, intentional. Everybody type this word intentional in the chat box. That's right. Yes, you have to be intentional. You can have a very nice plan layout, but you don't intentionally carry out and follow through. There's nothing going to happen, right? So this is the first thing you have to put in mind today as you begin the GPS, is that you need to be intentional, right? Whatever you do to get your GPS plan ready, also you have to be intentional, right? Okay, just in case some of our guests here may not know what is GPS, basically GPS is a tool that we use to help our RAN to have a clear business plan. And the objective of the GPS is that you get to know your number. Later on, you will see what I mean by you know your number, right? So GPS, G stands for your goal. And then of this goal, what are the 3 priorities you need to focus on to achieve the goal? And each of these priorities we will ask you to come up with 5 strategies. In each of the priority, 5 strategies how to achieve the goal that you have set. So that is what GPS stands for, right? Now, this afternoon, I'm not going to teach you a lot, but I'm going to share with you some story first. Story of people who has make their effort, spend their time to prepare their GPS, and what they have gone through and how their experience because of the GPS has helped them. Right? So first, I will invite Lily and Agnes, both of them are from MC3, to tell us about their story. So Lily and Agnes, you can
Hi,
highlight both of them.
everyone.
Agnes, are you on? Yes.
I can see Seng only. Yeah.
Yes, Agnes.
Yeah,
At Spotlight.
I didn't ready
Okay.
my screen lah, Nilil, my GPS.
Don't worry.
Okay, Lily, you can start.
Hi, afternoon, everyone. Yeah, welcome to our session. Yeah, today I'm honored to have Agnes with me. By the way, I'm Lily Lim from Market Center 3 team leader, and Agnes is one of my senior negotiator. And I'll let her actually introduce herself. So Agnes, how long have you been in the industry? Can you tell everyone
Okay,
a little bit
hi.
history about yourself?
Hi, everyone. As you know, my name is Agnes Aloysius, and I have been in this industry, real estate, for 10 years. Married with 4 children, grown-up children, and I have 8 grandchildren.
Wow.
Yes.
Hi, Grandma. Lovely
Let's go
grandma.
multiplying. Agnes, you are multiplying.
Yes, yes, that's about me.
Wow, 10 years, pretty long. Great.
Mm.
Okay, just want to ask you, 10 great years. Okay, great. That is before we are in KW Malaysia, correct? Before GPS is introduced, correct, to us. So how do you manage your, before you actually, do you have a plan or structure plan before GPS?
Actually,
Tell me about it. Yeah.
It's normally, I don't really have a proper plan, but normally at the beginning of every year, our team leader, which is you, Lily, yeah, will give us a target for the year, and on top of that, our team leader will ask us to get a listing, good listing, exclusive listing, and of course, he said advertise to attract buyers. And after that, then we go run and look for our listing, look for buyer, then advertise, and yeah. But occasionally, he will also call us to ask how are we doing, and yeah. And also, she also will ask about our advertisement. She said whether she can help, how she can improve, to attract buyers. So these are some of the how we do and how our team leader coach us. So of course there's a monthly meeting. Yeah, so there are of course something she will talk about how to get listing, how to get buyers. But it's not there is no written in like in my book. It's not written. So what I want to say now is that if you say our previous way of doing business is no directions, I think I disagree. Yeah, because they were producers, correct. What I'm trying to tell here is that the previous direction is not as clear as what we have now, because now there are written path, and you just follow and they will guide you to your destiny, your goal. Yes.
Great, thank you so much, Agnes. I basically know, because I'm not far from you. I'm 14 years in the industry. So basically, I understand that last time everyone direction is all in the head, right? So
It's a guesswork, actually.
yeah, correct. So what John has said just now, we have actually a big why, but now we have written down, and we do have kind of like, ensuring that it's in front of us every day, correct? So another question I'd like to ask you, right? When you start this GPS, right? When I think we started last year, basically with you last year, and we kind of like tell you to do this GPS, which is written down and everything. Do you have these difficulties or hesitation and in doing that GPS, and how do you overcome it?
Yeah, definitely, Lily, because this is new to me. I don't understand. I don't know who to approach. I'm not clear. I don't know what is GPS. So what I know is GPS is only like a GPS, like last time, is a waste.
It's a
Bring to your destination.
correct.
I only know about that, but I was thinking it could be that similar to that can bring me closer to my goal. So I think that was my turning point, and from then on, I took every opportunity to attend any training organized by the company, related to GPS. And I remember I attended one training of which we were put in a room. I think there are 5 of us, and my coach I mentioned here is Timothy, and 5 of us. I think they only give us a limited to a certain time, and I remember I was lucky. I was not the first one being interviewed. It was Anita Shamila, and then I was so nervous, but I'm listening. I was listening to her, and then she finished it. Then come second session is luckily also it was not me. It's MC1 Ganesh. So I was listening. I feel a bit better because I learned from Shamila, Anita. So they finish it and come to my turn. But at that time, I already learned a little bit from the 2 participants. So it's not so difficult already. So I done with I did with Timothy, but unfortunately I didn't complete, only up to I think first priority. First priority, I didn't finish. So because of the time constraint cut. And then after that, but I want to complete, because I feel like it was interesting. And then after that, then I call Lily. Then I continue with Lily, and I finish with Lily, and I finish my GPS. And I understand it was very clear. And I think that's how I overcome all the difficulties. Yeah, so I think that's my story.
I gather that the first step is always harder, right? The first step is always harder. So as it goes, right, especially when you learn from the 2 people that's experienced through, right? And you say luckily means that I did not go first, that kind of situation. So when you have learned from that, I think when we explain to you, basically everybody can explain 1 goal, 3 priorities and 5 strategies. When we actually go into it and think about it, the big why, we may not able to actually go in unless the coach really, what I hear is that the coach really actually brief you through, and then from there you'll be able to. Great, fantastic. Just want to ask you one more question. How does GPS now benefited you? How is it benefited you right now?
Of course, GPS is it gives me a very, very clear directions, because it's a written path. So it's a written path, so I only need to follow. The most important is I can get up in the morning, be disciplined, and I just follow the path. I think that is the best about a GPS. Yes.
Great, fantastic. That means I actually want to recall back the last, I think 2020, when you did the GPS with me, and you actually did something like you need to add in some leads. I remember you said lead generation is the first priority. I still remember. And then you actually put in action, okay, actions comes, and you put in action that you put in the campaign to command campaign, and you get leads, correct? In I think the first campaign you told me, and you're so excited, you actually get 22 leads and one closing, correct?
Correct,
so
correct,
from the GPS that I can see that when you actually map up correctly from your GPS, you actually get the leads, and from there you actually get, I think so far 3 closing from the campaign.
Actually, it's more
than that. Yes. Wow. Congratulations. Yeah. So would I say that is making you more focused, making you more in a way that you know what to do, have a clear direction, what you need to do and what you need to do next. That means you'll be able to plan effectively.
Definitely.
Did I hear it correctly?
Yes, definitely, Lily. Yeah, it's
fantastic.
Yes. I know.
Would you like to show your 2021 GPS to people? Do I have time to show? Seng Fei?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have Lily?
I have your
okay.
2021.
Yeah, go ahead.
So just to show, this is Agnes. Don't take any photograph on,
You can see for your eyes only.
For your eyes only, everyone. So everybody can see?
Make it slightly bigger, maybe.
Slightly bigger. Where do I
25,
go?
then you pass the percentage on the left.
Wait, I can't see that.
Yeah, all the way horizontal to your left.
No, this is some.
Not this one. All the left. Yeah.
That's too big.
Okay.
125, Ken?
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So this is the GPS. Before we do GPS, we have got to, I think what I do is that I will talk to, I just do a brief one. We have actually done economic model in such a way that she knows what she wants. So I just briefly skip this. And basically we end up with the leads that she wanted to do. I think Seng Fei, this one, you will actually do that.
I will show them later.
So our straight goes to the GPS. So what I think probably Agnes, I let you lead your way because this is your GPS. So what is your goal that you are looking at?
Maybe just show the strategy part more important.
Okay. Yeah. So the goal is 200. The strategy parts is the priorities is lead generation, data management, and leverage, right? Agnes, this is your. So maybe you want to talk about your strategy.
Yeah. On the which one? The priority lead gen, lead gen.
Yes, on the lead gen, what do you want to do in the strategy?
Okay, I mentioned here is the first one is of course the Facebook campaign. I need to do like 10 campaign per month to get about 100 leads per month.
Okay.
Then on top of that, age, I also have to advertise in the age since I'm subscribing it. So it's about 3 leads per month. That means for 4 projects, so I can get about 12 leads. Then strategy 3, master list. I can maybe get 20 leads from there. So I do calling on master list or blasting. Then for referral programs, I need to send every 10 referral, per month, per week for referral program, and I expect to get 1 referral. Yeah, and then
how about your priority 2? Maybe highlight one of the strategy for priority.
Can. This one is data management. Okay, no, okay. I think I would mention about the tagging smart plan. Yeah, that is very important because this is the way how we can follow up our customer, especially those that is almost closing, like they want to buy this month or in the next 2-3 months. So we have to put a smart plan. So we like follow up them maybe every week. Yeah.
Maybe you can explain why you put smart plan as well as a strategy. How does a smart plan help you?
Because smart plan is a reminder to me. You see, it's a reminder. Like if you put like what is that? 8x8 is a weekly, right? They'll remind you. Yeah, remind you. Then but of course not all you put a smart plan. Only a certain type of customer which you think that they're going to buy. You're going to close, for example, in the next 1 month, 2 months.
Right.
So I think smart plan is really helps. Yeah,
so,
because it's not, you cannot remember all the times, you know, using like guessing all in here, but actually you cannot remember. So smart plan, but of course you have to open every day. Then you see, yeah.
Right, good.
Great.
Yeah.
Leveraging, you want to put one of that, like for example, hook points.
Hook point, I would like to learn hook point. Yeah, hook point, that is important. And I would like to watch video. Video regarding this, maybe hook point, and also because I'm migrating into industrial.
Okay, good.
Just for information, Agnes is doing projects currently. So most of them are more on the projects strategy. So it depends on individual strategy as well. So this is, I think, anything you want to add in Agnes on this? No? Any?
At this moment, no.
No. Okay. So these are examples of the strategy that belongs to Agnes. So I believe that Seng will be actually able to lead you. But before we end, one last more question, Agnes, what is your advice that you have in the audience today? I think everybody's listening, right? And everybody, you know, wanted to probably want to do GPS, you know, kind of thing, wanted to know how, you know, what is the advices that you want to do?
Okay.
I mean, you want to give to audience today?
To those who have not done their GPS, remove your fear. Don't scared about GPS. Yeah. Start with a big why. Get a coach and do it. That's all. Because you'll be amazed how this GPS actually can bring you to realize your potential and real estate. So do your GPS. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
Wow,
just do it.
Just do it. Thanks, Agnes.
Yes, thank you, Agnes. Thank
sharing.
you.
I think it's a very meaningful sharing that we have. But
right.
I think after listening to both of them, the exciting story of how GPS helped them, I think we need to hear some more story. So I prepared you another, which is George and Susan. They're going to tell you their story as well, how GPS has impacted them. So George and Susan, you can, we'll just work and hide, spotlight two of them. Where is Josh? Okay, Josh, take over.
Thanks, Seng. Sorry, I was in a gallery view. Thanks a lot, because my name is George from the Market Center 2. Susan basically is one of the productivity coach and also the trainer. And the question that we can ask Susan is similar to what Lily, you know, went through the purpose of GPS, her fears and concerns and so forth. But what I wanted to say is basically clearly, women needs GPS, and men don't follow GPS. Every time people get lost, and the man always says, "Let me try first. Let me try first," and then women will go and ask for direction. Again, it's that whether you're male or female, I think it's important to have a clear plan to follow through, because just to let you know, basically a GPS is basically a one-page business plan for your direction. So Susan, basically want just maybe let us know a little bit. Do you want to add anything else to what I just said about your role as PC and trainer? Would you add anything else in terms of to let you know a little bit about yourself?
Okay, sure. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share. I'm in the industry for 9 years. Prior to that, I was actually with the banking line for about 17 years. Yeah.
17 years in banking line. How many years in the real estate?
Real estate, 9 years.
9 years. Don't worry, you'll catch up very soon. No, the other basically is I know basically you started GPS for a while. How many GPS have you done, Susan, over the last 1 year?
I had one before, prior to the MCO. So during the MCO, I changed my GPS. And then now for 2021, I have another new GPS using Seng template.
Okay, that means you had this is a second GS right now. Now, what is the purpose that this GS provides for you?
Okay,
How does it help you?
yeah, why we need to have a GPS? First of all, because we want to have clarity on our goal setting. You know, GPS is actually a business plan. Why we need to have clarity? Because it's a plan that you commit to achieve your desired results with the effort that you have putting in. See, we don't want to start do something that we cannot see our result and we cannot see our performance or productivity at the end. So we have to have a proper business plan.
So are you saying, Susan, right now you know exactly where you're at and where you want to go?
Yeah, of course. Prior to that, I'm still blur. I don't have a clear objectives what I want to do. So with this GPS plan, I am very clear because I have the directions where I want to go and what I want to achieve.
Okay,
with the one big goal, 3 priorities and 5 strategies on each priority.
okay, and what would be the goal that you have set for yourself for this year?
My net goal is 150K and my gross goal is 250K. Later on, if got time, I will show my GPS.
Okay, good. Huh? Now, basically, when you actually do the GPS, Susan, basically, what was your initial hesitation? What was your reluctance to actually use GPS?
I was very nervous because first time doing it, I don't know what is GPS all about. I'm also afraid I don't have time to do it, which is a time management problem. And the most hesitation is I have the fear. I'm afraid I can't achieve my goal. You see, because a lot of people, they are actually afraid to commit to their goals because in case they fail. I think a lot of people also have the same feeling like me. You don't have unclear objective. You find that it's very hard to do. So you actually have a lot of hesitation and don't know where to start and how to start.
So you're nervous and fearful, Susan, basically. So how did you overcome that, that fear?
Okay. First of all, I start commit by time blocking. I have to set 2 hours time block every day to do what I have set in my GPS. I just follow through, make sure my goal is clear and I define my goal. And then I set a goal which is measurable and achievable. And then also I put a time limit for that. Most important is you must act on it. You have to start doing it. If you have a very good business plan and you do not act on it, you don't have action, it's equivalent to 0. You can't achieve anything if a plan without actions.
Okay, and what you just said basically, Susan, is basically the acronym for a SMART plan. S for specific, M is for measurable, A is for action oriented, and then R is for realistic, and then T is for time bound. Putting a time frame.
Very important. Must have these 4 criteria.
Yeah, and I think also, Susan, basically when I go through it, your mindset has changed. That somehow you have overcome the fear and the nervousness. Now, is it because basically you are now not afraid to fail?
I will less fear now because I have a plan. I have a defined goal, and then I have a clear direction what I'm going to do. And then so my fear is actually lesser now because I know I can do it.
Yeah. How would you define fear now?
How do I define?
Yeah. How does Keller Williams define fear for you? It says fear forward, fail.
Correct. Fail forward.
Fail forward, again, fail faster. Again, is to help understand. Again, is fear is the first attempt in learning. Generally, is that fear is actually the fact we are trying, and then fear is one step closer to your goal because you actually know what doesn't work. So in some ways, there is really no definition for fear if you realize it's just a learning process. So I think for you, basically initially, even for today, the first thing is, Josh, can someone else do it or not? So the fear is natural, but I think you actually overcome that to do that. So maybe Susan, just a few more questions.
Buy the KW t-shirt and wear.
Yeah, this is a promotion for, and again, it's Susan, you're not the same as John because John wants to lose weight and I must lose 10 pounds. I think if you and myself start now, we probably start with 2 or 3 pounds, right? Small little steps. Certain people can take a big jump. And to not go for rice for 30 days is quite an amazing. But again, it's the John has set up a plan, but he put himself under commitment to do that. So again, it's you need a person that's able to take the step. But along the way, if your goal is big, then basically, even if you achieve half of it, I'm quite sure John will lose at least 5 kg. I'm quite sure of that 50% of his goal will be achieved by then. But Susan, let me just ask you one more question. Now, basically, in this one, just to summarize, how has GPS actually helped you? That means you said yes, provide clarity for you, alignment, clearer direction. What else has GPS actually helped you?
Susan, yeah, unmute.
Yeah, the quote for 2020 is you are muted.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. Besides clarity, align my focus and also clear direction, it also improved my motivation because I have purpose and accomplishments in my life now. And also it will increase my confidence and also improve my performance.
Yeah, can you show us your GPS, Susan? If you can just at least show us the clarity in terms of your priorities and strategies.
Okay, sure. Mine will be a little bit different from Rand's because I'm doing the coaching. So there is one part it's more for the coaching session, but never mind. I will still show. Okay, this is my net goal. My gross goal is 250K, and then my net goal is 150. This one, Seng later on will show, will go through further with you all. What I wanted to show is the GPS worksheet. Okay, this worksheet you will divide it into your goal yearly and monthly and also your yearly and monthly goal. And then what I wanted to show is my strategies there, my priorities and also the strategies. So now my priorities, I have 3. Based on the Keller Williams models, we have lead, listing, and also the leverage. Under the leads, I have to do 2 campaigns per month because I want to generate leads. I will update my EdgeProp since we already have collaboration with EdgeProp. I'm doing it. I'm doing the posting. And then, of course, database is your business. It's very important. So you have to make sure your database is in order. You have to build and also you have to organize your database. And then this is important. And then I have to do my command smart plan. I have to do to put my database in. And I'm more focusing on my warm call instead of cold call because I already in the business for 9 years. So I have repeat customers and also past clients that I want to focus on.
Yeah,
okay,
thanks for sharing
for
this. So that is your first priority on the list you mentioned again is you're doing campaign, age, building your database, smart plan to follow up with your smart plan, and then basically to spend 1 hour lead generation for your warm calls. So those are your 5 strategies. And then for your priority number 2, there's a listing part.
Yeah. I will capture my leads, capture and connect my Facebook campaign, since I already did a few campaigns, so I have to capture those leads and make sure I follow up with them closely and become a listings for me. And then export inquiry also I follow up closely. And then I also have a tracker. I think I shared before during another session. I have a listing and buyers pipeline tracker. So I follow up closely on that. And then also I have a focusing area. I want to become a local expert of choice. I have to farm an area which is Subang and Subang USJ and also my Kota Kemuning area. And then I time block daily. That's it. I run out of my warm leads. I have to go for my cold leads. I have to call master leads. I have to do open house or flyers. And then my last priorities, which is more for leveraging. Okay. My last priority is leverage. This one a little bit on my coaching side. I have to network with my colleagues, co-broke agents, because I want to recruit talent. And then I will also have recruitment events. I will also leverage on the KW model systems and tools. This one we learned it during our Ignite. We have like presentation scripts and dialogues and also objections handling. This is more for the KW models and tools. So I also leverage on my team members, our colleagues, leverage on our workplace to have listings. I also attend training, some of our KW training, our KW family reunion, and also the mega camp. Lastly, which is very important, you have to leverage on your accountability partner or your coach for improvement your skills and also knowledge, which is very important, leveraging on your accountability partner. I do suggest that every one of you should have one accountability partner to work together to improve yourself.
Yeah. Now, Susan, beside the accountability partner, can you just maybe share with us, because of time-wise, what would be one advice that you will give the audience today?
Okay, my advice would be set your GPS plan now or immediately with your coach. Start doing it, align your focus. I'm sure you will see your improvement in your performance and also your productivity.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing. Pass back to you, Seng.
Thank Josh and Susan. Thank you for your sharing.
Thank
So
you.
guys, we have listened to the story of Agnes, who is a grandmother of 8 grandchildren, how GPS has helped her. And now we have heard the story of Susan, who is a productivity coach. Even though she is a coach, she also found that GPS has helped her in her business, in her coaching business. Now, how about now listen to about a rookie, how a GPS has helped a rookie to close some deal. So now John Kuek and Chun Chen.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Kuek from MC1.
Okay.
As you can hear me, I'm a platform owner running a platform called FDRT. And I just want to say thank you to Seng and thank you to Agnes, Lily, George, and Susan. I never failed to learn things from them. They always taught me something. Now, GPS training, we talk about GPS 135, and today we have our new rookies here, currently doing the GPS, and he joined us 4 months ago and closed 4 deals. I guess many of you
4 months, 4 deals.
4 months, 4 deals, and there's 1 deal hopefully coming in. So I just want to highlight something. Just now, Josh say women have GPS and men don't have GPS, right? Actually, I kind of disagree. I realize men have GPS and women don't have GPS. Let me explain to you. Because normally, when we go to shopping mall, we know what we want to buy. The moment we enter the shop, we buy, then we come out in 5 minutes time. But when women go in, 1 hour also haven't come out yet.
And they bought more than one thing.
I would think that most likely they don't know what they want to buy, right? So I thought men have got the GPS, all right? So I'm not too sure. Right, so we get Jun to come in and let Jun, I guess everyone want to know this rookie, how this rookie closed 4 deals in 4 months. So I get Jun to introduce himself and then tell us a little bit about background. Here you go, Jun.
Hi, everyone. I'm Susan. Thanks for giving this opportunity for sharing with all of you. And thanks Seng, Jonathan, Kuek, and just now Agnes, Lily, Susan, and Josh. They all done the great sharing for all of you. And I want to say sorry first because my English pronounce is not so well. If you got anything you don't understand, you can ask me again because I'm still in the learning stage. I'm rookie, right? So I introduce myself. I'm Chun Zhen from Arostar, Kedah. I'm joined since August 2020, about 4 months old. Just now, Jonathan Kuek told already. So I want to sharing about, actually I want to join KW 5 years ago already. That time I'm 20 years old. But at that time, KW not yet coming to Malaysia. So I contact US also, Austin, Texas there. I email them. So they say currently no open any market center in here. So after that, I go to work for developer about 3 years. And then during my working time, I very thank you, David Ong, great field founder, the JV with KW. Then after I noticed this time, I just straight away go and tell my COO, my CEO, I going to resign. So I need you to hire more people, and then I train them to replace my place. So it took me about 1 year to give all my responsibility to the new staff, new employee. After that, I make a decision to resign. At that time, it's during COVID-19. All of us during MCO, right? You know, at that time, and then my company, they offer me the opportunity to become manager, and then they say they can have a fixed salary. So when COVID comes, you will be stable. And that time, I also thank you, Amelia and Charles Lee. And I still remember Charles Lee said that if you follow our KW system and you follow all the training, I guarantee you in 3 months, you will close 1 sales. But luckily, I hope in 4 months, I close 4 sales. That's very lucky for me. And thank you, Jonathan Kuek and all the coach and Jonathan Lee. They provide all the training for me. That's it. So, and Yvonne also, the admin staff that always helping me go through the way about the paperwork, all the stuff like that. And until now, I'm in talk sharing with you. And Jonathan Kuek, you got any question want to ask?
Right, sure. I have a question to ask. Now, I remember that before MCO lockdown, that MCO 2.0, I actually invite Jun from Kedah to come up from KL because I conducted a training called Craft Your Master Plan 2 days program. So I invited Jun to come out so that I can train him on the spot. Now, Jun, would you like to explain how your business like before GPS and after GPS? Before GPS, how do you run your business? And after GPS, what happened?
Okay. Before GPS, I'm very thank you, Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. They are writing the book, what we call MREA book, Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And I also thank you them for writing the book called The One Thing book. These 2 books is give me the direction to go and do the business. For me, this MREA book is like a Bible for me in real estate industry. I'm telling you that 5 years ago, I'm still young, right? After graduation, and because of my English not so well, so I create a story for you all you to easily understand about the story I want to tell. And then 5 years ago, I say like, if you sit on the plane, so the plane craft into the jungle. At that time, I'm in the jungle. I lost all the direction. I don't know when to turn right, turn left, or go front. Okay, but thanks a lot, Gary Keller, have this book at that time. This book is like bringing me up to the tree. So I move up to the tree, and then I know the direction there. Where's the direction I need to go? Because in real estate industry, got a lot of agency, a lot of other people. So if you go wrong way, you will face tiger, you'll face lion, right? Luckily got this book. So I climb up the tree, and then I know the direction, and I saw a village there. Oi, there's a village. The village there got parking 1 car. That's car called Ferrari. You know Ferrari, right? Keller Williams is a Ferrari. It's like for me easily for me to explain. So I say I want to go there. But at that time, KW not yet come to Malaysia. Then thank you, Gary Keller, the book, The One Thing. After I read the book, what is the one thing I can do so that I'm waiting KW to come to Malaysia. I believe they will come now. I don't know why lah. But the one thing I do is I go to the developer, local developer, and work with them. So at least I can learn some basic stuff. Because I cannot go and sell the car. So I cannot learn the basic stuff. So I go to work for 3 years to the developer stuff. And for me to have some basic thing, after that KW come, I can straight away join. Then I went through the jungle. It took me 4 years to went through the jungle. Then I found my Ferrari already. Yes, this time Ferrari. After that, I'm very thank you, Amelia, who take my phone, and Charles Lee. These two person are the person who give me the key. Yeah, this is the key of the Ferrari. And need to drive the Ferrari, you need driving license, right? That's why I go to take the rent license. And thanks Yvonne for all the paper stuff, everything like that. So I know the Ferrari already. Then after that, Ferrari, I knew I not drive before. And thanks all the Ignite close. So I attend the Ignite class. Operated by Jonathan Lee and all the coach. I very thank you about them. Ignite is for me to start the Ferrari car. How to start, and it's a petrol for me. So after I start, and then boom, I straight away press the Mia already. Boom, boom. So I don't have the skill. And luckily, because I always get lost. I want to go to KL. Then I say I want to go. I stay in the car already. I want to boom, and boy, Jonathan Kuek come already. Oh wait, slow a little bit, boy. You are too fast already. You know. Ferrari is not a normal car. You cannot just press the Mia and you crash. Okay. Then I meet my trainer, Jonathan Kuek, and thanks you also. That's after that. I training. I want to go to KL. I know the direction I want to go, but I don't know how to go. That's why the GPS coming. Jonathan coming. This GPS. Can I ask everyone of you, who are you is using Google Maps or Waze or not? If you're using Google Maps or Waze, can you press 1 for me? Are you using Google Maps or Waze? Okay. Like that easily for me to explain again. I don't need to explain about Google Maps already. So after that, I want to go to HQ, MC1. Okay, I want to go to MC1. Then I open up Waze. You allowed you Waze. I want to GPS. Oh, GPS. Then I press KL. You think I will go to Market Center 1 or not? And then Jonathan called me, wait, this one bring you to KL. No, we are in Damansara. You are not specific enough. Oi, yeah, I just press KL only, not yet specific enough. So I tell Damansara KL. Hey, not yet specific enough. Can you be specific enough or not? So Jonathan Kuek gave me full address of our HQ. That's why I press in the GPS, then it showed me the direction, right? Everyone know, turn left, turn right, how to go to KL. So even though I'm from Alostar, Kampong there, but I am able to go to KL to meet all of you and then talking with you now is because of the GPS helping me. But I'm very thank you currently all the coach and especially Jonathan Kuek. He's the person when I'm driving, he's the person who always support me. If I face, because before that I'm not GPS, right? I just boom, tekan minyak go already. Then sometimes I lost. I will call Jonathan. Hello, Jonathan. I'm lost already. Where are you now? Okay. You turn left, you turn right. Then he is the person who always support me. And when I boom, until 300 already or the speed, then Jonathan, wait, you're too fast already. In front there, got the traffic, got traffic or data blocking. Okay. Then so Jonathan Kuek is the person who teach me how to drift. If not for me, I'm rookie, right? I don't have the skill. I'm very thank you, Jonathan Kuek. Ferrari, if I don't know how to drive, I fall, then I corner, I sure crash one. Then Jonathan Kuek teach me. You need to press the Mia and then you're going to push the brake and then pull the handbrake. You need to drift. That's what you call drift. Until now, I'm talking about all of you. Thank you. Even though Jonathan Lee, they conduct all the training, all the coach, SSF. I really thank you, all of you. Until now, I can share it with you. No?
Thank you. How many of you enjoyed the story from him?
Yeah. Guys, if you think that June has did a fantastic sharing, type the word fantastic in the chat box.
That's why I recruited this guy from Kedah, right?
All the way from Kedah.
Fantastic, right?
And he's closing deal in Kedah, right?
Correct. He's closing deal in Kedah. Now, I would like to share the GPS to you, the Jun GPS. How many of you want to see the Jun GPS?
Jun one.
Very Jun. I'm going to show you.
You want to see Jun GPS? Say yes in the chat box.
Yeah, say yes in the chat box if you want to see Jun GPS. All right, fantastic. Jun, I like it. I didn't know you're such a storyteller. During interview, you didn't show me boom, boom. Right, so I'm going to show you the GPS now. Wait a minute. Okay. Now, my template a little bit different. Like what John Lee mentioned earlier, you need to measure, you need to put measurement in your GPS. So this one is my performance tracker. This one is June GPS. Now, you can see June GPS is to achieve 123,000 in 6 months by June 2021, approximately 14 transactions. Now, oftentimes we do GPS, right? We put 12 years. 12 months. We put 12 months. And then what happened is that this year we thought we want to achieve our goal faster. Because if you set a goal 100,000 and I ask you this question, can this 100,000 achieve in 11 months? And if you say yes, then why do you want to put 12 months? So if you set a goal of 100,000 and I will ask you another question, can you achieve that in 8 months? And if you say yes, then why do you want to do that in 12 months? Right? So what happened is that when I set the goal for only 6 months, that's where the point they feel pressure. That's where the point they come up from your comfort zone. So when you come up from your comfort zone, that's where you can find yourself progress and growth. Right? So this is the June GPS. So priority 1 is, if you look at priority, it's important. Priority 1, priority 2, and priority 3. You can rate yourself. But I want to tell you thing is that priority is important. You know why? Because when you set a goal and you don't have priority, you might find yourself very busy doing things that is not matters the most. You will realize that you are busy, but end of the day, you get nothing done. If you don't have priorities, you will realize that you do a lot of activities, but there is no productivities. So when you set goal, the priority is important. Then what happened is that June will put out all the strategy, same as the previous Lily and also Susan. They show the GPS and all. Now I want to ask this question, June. When you come to KL and attend the training, and I remember you do all the GPS together with Kelvin, and then I asked you to present. What is the biggest challenge when you all do the 135, and what I commented when you all present that time?
Okay.
You can boom again.
At that time, I'm also very thank you, Kelvin, CK, one of the FDRT member. He teaching me also about something like that. So we have the long conversation, all of that. So maybe not enough time also for CK to train me because at time certain time, right? After that, I find out our plan is quite, floating or not in the sky. We thought, oh, one day we went to this day, one day. Or it's one day, but no day one. Then yeah, a lot of people they say one day I want to become this, one day I want to become this, one day I want to take another, one day. Then Jonathan JK come. Hey, what's the day one? Oh, day one, yeah, we always talk one day I want to become Superman, one day I want to become Iron Man. But what's the day one? So he pulled me down to the road and then walk through. So one day you want to do what? Day 2 want to do what? Then after that 411, weekly review all the stuff like that. So we can implement straight away. So that from day 1 you will achieve one day goal. Something like that.
John, you are muted.
Now, June, thank you for sharing. I think we're running out of time. So what is your last advice for everyone want to sit on your Ferrari car, and what is your boom advice?
No, my advice is hard work is good, but they will be great if you having a right direction, and then focus on yourself. Vroom.
Thank you, Jun. Thank you, Seng Fei. Pass back to you.
Thanks, John and June. So now everybody can boom and get your Ferrari. That was fantastic sharing. Thanks. So guys, after you listen to all this story from a grandmother who had 8 grandchildren, from a experienced coach who has been in the industry for 9 years, and now the Ferrari owner, Jun, who has just joined us last year, and in 4 months, he managed to close 4 deals because of the GPS. So the question I ask, how many of you would like to have a GPS of your own? If you want to have one, put in the chat box, yes. If you want to have your own GPS workout, put the word yes in the chat box. Right, okay, so many of you would like to have, huh? Okay, good. Right, okay, now I'm going to share with you, I have prepared a tool for you to help you to jumpstart. Right, from the sharing, we have heard from Susan and Agnes, especially that initially when they heard about this term GPS, there are a lot of fears in them. They are not sure what it is, they are not clear how to do it. And we learned from Agnes that when she is not clear, the actions that you took is to find out more. So she attended all the training, learned from different person, and from there she became clearer and clearer. Eventually, she get a coach, which is Lily, to help her to establish her GPS plan. And then we also heard from Susan, also started off with fear. I think one of the common fear many of us have is that a fear to commit to achieve your goal. So in my experience with negotiator, we find that quite a number of us are fearful to set a goal because we are afraid that we cannot achieve it. Now with this tool GPS, actually, it has given us the key to start the Ferrari, right? So again, with the first word that I started the session is called intentional. Whatever you need to do, you have to be intentional. So Agnes intentionally attend training in order to learn about GPS and understand it. Susan intentionally put into action. When she found the first GPS not really working because of the MCO, she rewrite the GPS again. And this year, she has a much clearer GPS because even though she's experienced and she's a coach, she also needs a GPS to guide her. And June, no need to say, very June GPS. That's the Junest GPS I ever seen. Right? In 4 months, achieve a four deal close. Right? So what I'm going to share with you is a template which I prepare, a very simple template to help you to understand your preliminary business plan, how it looks like. Now, we started off followed by Keller-Williams model, and Keller-Williams model, like what the book that John has shown us, the Millionaire Real Estate book, the first model that teaches is called economic model. And inside the economic model, the key is that you need to know your number. If you want to run your business, you need to know your number. And what are the numbers that we need to know? That's where the GPS calculator will help us to put in the number. So this template that I'm going to share with you, here what you can see is that it's a simple Excel format, but I have pre-format some of the formula for you to use it. So you can see that in the template there are this cell with the gray color, right? Type in the word gray in your checkbox. Gray. Type the word gray in the checkbox. Right, gray, okay? So remember, when you get this template, all you need to do is fill in the number in the gray cell, like gray color, right? Okay, and the next thing you have to remember, there are only 3 gray boxes in the template. Type the word 3 in the chat box. There are only 3 gray color in the template, right? So all you have to do in order to know your number is that you need to know these 3 numbers. Okay. Okay. For example, just now Susan put 150K. For example, your net income. So what is your net income? Is the amount of income that you want to take home in a year. Right? Can someone put in the chat box what will be your net income? One volunteer put in your net income. What is your net income going to? It is 120K. Okay, I put. So what you do is you just type in this 120. Okay. Into the checkbox, and straight away the calculation come out. So if you want to net 120K, you need to gross 200K. So the first number, what is your net amount? You just need to key in the net amount and to tell you the gross amount, right? If you don't understand what is cost of sale, this thing, later when you go to the workshop, which in your market center, let the coach explain to you, because I don't want to take up the time to explain all this number here, but just to show you how this template is being used, right? So the first thing is, what is your net amount you want to get? So if 120 is your net, 200 will be your gross. So the next number you need to know is what will be the average sales price. Average sales price means, let's say you focus on Bandar Utama, the houses there average selling how much? 1.5, 1.2, 800, 900, right? Depends on the area that you are working on. So take an average. Let's say if, what was the number I take on EDIF, right? EDIF, what will be your average sales price? 1.5 million. So EDIF solution is 1.5 million. So you type in 1.5 million. Correct. And what will be your average commission that you ask from the customer? EDIF? Is EDIF still there? EDIF? What will be your average commission you ask from your customer? If you are selling 1.5 million property, we are waiting. We are all waiting from you. No, commission. How many percent? Your percentage of commission that you will ask from your customer. 3%. Okay, 3%. So what I do is I put in 3% here, right? So away the calculator will tell you if you are selling 1.5 million property, you ask for 3%. Every deal you close, you will get 45,000 professional fees. And in order to, right? So there's a number come up. And in order to achieve your 200,000 goal, and every deal you close, you will get 45,000 commission. You need to close 4 deals. Right? In order to close this 4 deals, you need to have 18 listing, quality listing that you work on. And this, in order to get 18 quality listing, you need to go and see 36 sellers to get their listing. Right? So the number already worked out for you. For closing, you need 18 listing. You need 36 sellers that are willing to give you the listing to sell. Right? So I encourage you to measure based on quality seller, quality listing, so that the chances of closing your deal is much higher. Right? So of this number, then you can see straight away, if your gross for 1 year is 200,000, your net is 120,000. That's what you want. You need to close 4 deals. You need to have 18 listing. You need to have 36 sellers. Every month, you need to gross 17,000, net 10,000. You may not close once a month. You need to take at least 1 listing per month and 3 appointments with seller per month. So you break it down to week. There's the number that you will see, right? So you round up, try to round it up. If 4 point something, make it 5. 2.5, make it 3. Right? So in 1 month, every 2-3 months, you close 1 deal. You need 4 deals to close. Right? So this number that will tell you. This is the number that we want to know. So if you want to net how much, you know the number of your gross amount, you know the number of closing you need to have, number of listing that you need to get, number of seller you need to meet. So that is what I mean by when the economic model helps you to know your number. And these are the number you need to know. And not only that, after you know that these are the number and listing that you need to have, you have to go and find buyer. And that's where the second model called lead generation model helps us. Now, in this calculator, I have also automated the whole thing for you. You need to close, if you need to close 4 deals, you need to get 22 opportunity. 22 opportunity means this customer would like you to help them, to service them, to find the listing that they want. Right? In order to get 22 opportunity, you need to find 44 buyers, basing the assumption that 50% of the buyers will appoint you or will buy from you. Right? So in order to get 44 buyers, you need to have 444 contacts or leads to work on. Right? So this lead generation model also helps you to work out all the number that you need to have. So far, any questions, everybody? You can type in the chat box if you have any questions. Right? A very simple calculator All you need to do is put in this 3 number, the rest of the number work out for you. Does command have something like this? Yes, it's inside a command, but I bring it out from command to make it into a simpler template for you. But currently, the goal setting inside command is not functioning yet for Malaysia. So therefore, I give you this template. It easier helps you to set the goal. Can we change other number? Depends on what number you're talking about. This 60-20-20 is based on the conservative percentage of the business model, whereby your net amount should be 60% of your gross. Now, this number can change, depends on how long your industry, whether you keep track with your performance or this thing, right? So if you do not have all this number ready, my suggestion is that use this number as a start to set your goal first, right? Yes, other goal, yep. Basically, this is just a calculator. So what are the goals that you want to set? Depends on how you want to use the tool. Jennifer, this is what you need. Yes, that's what you need. What else? Is this table available for us to do? Okay, wait. Then Jasby, can we have this template? Oh, so you start asking the template already. Can, condition, with condition. If you meet the condition, you get this template. All right, but at this point in time, you understand the template is very simple for rookie tool, for anyone. For even Susan, the experienced coach, also she's using it to do calculation, and even Agnes, experienced 10 years in the industry, and June also using it. But June, because is the project side, so it's the same concept, but they use a different, there are different templates that John Kuek had given to them. Right? So after you do all this, put in the number, this calculator calculated the number for you, and I have also automated it in the template there, whereby this number will automatically transfer to your GPS worksheet. Right? So if you see the tab down there, the second tab is called GPS worksheet, whereby all this number automatically copy over to you, so that you have all this goal ready, and the priority, the CGI calculator, how many leads you need to have, how many listings you need to get, is all automated for you. So what you need to do now is to focus on working out the strategy, how to achieve this goal. Yes, Penny, hi. Yes, Rosan, Ipo Mari, we always make life simple, right? So all you have to do is key in the 3 number, then focus more on come up with the strategy, how to achieve your goal. Now, just now you have seen the sample of strategy from Agnes, from Susan, from even June, how different it is, right? Because of the condition that we are in now, and because of the shift of the market in such a way that into that context, if we are not leveraging on technology, we are almost like inundated. So I will let you know, if today, if you are not a tech-enabled agent, you're almost like disabled because you can't do much. Right? So therefore, when you work out your strategy, make sure you focus more on the technology, how it can help you, right? The sample that you have seen just now, they use Facebook campaign from KW Command, they use Smart Plan, they use tagging in the contact, and all these are technology that can help you to generate leads, to help you to do follow-up with your database. Agnes is using the Smart Plan now, going to use Smart Plan to help her to follow up and keep in touch with all her database. Now, if you're still not very clear, work with your coach. I also put in a sample here, how the strategy might look like, which you have seen just now, quite a number of the sample they have shown us. Right. Okay, so some of you have asked me about the template. Ferrari story. Okay, everybody like the Ferrari story. So how many of you now want to have the Ferrari? If you like to have this template, put down yes in the checkbox. Okay, many of you would like to have. Okay, good. Like I said, you need to qualify yourself, right? You need to pass the exam first. Right? Very simple exam. See whether you all can pass or not. If you want to have the template, are you all ready? Yes. Okay. First questions. Which color of the cell that you need to put in your number in the template? Great. Okay, everybody, right, correct. Very good. And how many number you need to put in? You already put the answer. You know this. I'm going to ask. Great, three. Okay, right. One more condition if you want to get this template is that I have arranged with the market center through the team leader and training coordinator for MC1, which is William MC1, and MC2 is Josh, MC3 is Lily. I will work out with them to arrange workshop in your respective market center. Right. You need to find out from them how to register for the workshop. And once you are in the workshop and you register for the workshop, they will send this template to you. Right. So the condition is that you need to attend the workshop because otherwise because I want you to work on the strategy. It's not just take this template out and calculate the number on your own. Right. Like June said, having accountability partner, even Susan said that having accountability partner helps you to do your business. So therefore, you need to attend the workshop in a respective market center to get this template so that the coach in the workshop will help you to establish your GPS plan. How about that? So how many of you would like to attend the workshop? Put yes inside the checkbox. Okay, so the workshop will be starting this coming Thursday. Confirm with your market center the time, because most of them will be running in the morning, but just confirm with them the time, right? Make sure you check out from your market center how you secure a seat inside the workshop so that you won't miss out, right? So this template will be available for you free when you go to the workshop. But any more questions for any of you, or any question you want to ask of any of the panelists that just I shared?
Sing Fei,
Yeah.
a quick reminder, how about those, because I noticed we have a lot of guests here on our session here today. Okay. If I'm a guest here today, how do I get into the workshop to run a GPS?
Okay, you can, for guests who are not in KW, you can contact either Charles or John Lee to arrange for the session.
Yeah, so for whoever is a guest here right now, who are not part of our company and our system, if you want to join a workshop, please contact Charles and myself. Charles, can you put your phone number inside there? Right. Contact Charles and then arrange for a workshop, and then we will do a group workshop. The workshop is all in small groups. Okay.
Yep.
Can someone help me? Mutual support. Can you put Charles' phone number inside on the chat box? His phone number and his email as well. And then we will arrange a workshop for you guys as a guest. Mutual support. Can you please help me? Thank you.
Okay, so for those who are in Redfield, sign up through your market center. Your market center will arrange multiple workshops with the various coaches to guide you through the GPS plan. Right, so Charles' number is on the checkbox for our guests. You can just copy down this email or phone number, contact with Charles, then to arrange a session with you to work out the GPS. Right. Okay, with that, any questions for anyone? You can put in a checkbox.
I think Sugu has a question.
Sugu, yes, where is it? Yeah, Sugu, can you type in the checkbox? What is your question?
While waiting for the question to be typed, I just want to share with people, all of us here today, even for myself or as our regional team, leadership team, we all have our GPS. It's a standard for us to report back to KW Worldwide about how we are running our business. So we have a GPS due at the end of 2020, which we have submitted as a standard to comply with the standards of running a region. So we are using GPS as a tool as well. That's why now we own the right to train everyone to use the GPS tool, because that's something that we are doing as well, right? So leading by example. So I hope that everyone will take full advantage of these sessions that you can use, especially in the workshops in this week and next week, so that by the end of next week, all of us here should have a GPS that is working on right now, right? So yeah, back to you, Sing. Okay.
Sugo has a question. In review, all the closing can get home loan from bank. No, not all will get the bank loan. Depends on the qualifying process of the class customer. In developer side, we only 20% convert to bank loan. Okay. John, you want to comment on that?
Let me try to answer this question. I think the bank loan to close ratio is definitely getting lower and lower right now. The central bank, based on some rumors, are under pressure to reduce the rate further. Now, having a low interest rate does not help the bank to give more loans. Does that make sense? When the interest rate is too low, banks are more cautious about giving loan. On the contrary, when the interest rates are very high, it's slightly higher, banks are more willing to lend because there's more profit, right? So we are in a scenario right now where we are in a cash-22 situation. What's going on? So the bank have chosen and making a stand that newer properties will be more challenging to get loans. Like if you go and buy a new property today, generally it's more challenging. They are more willing to finance property that is ready right now. Most of the banks are telling us this right now. Okay, most of the banks are telling us this right now. So that's something that for you all to understand. Now, I think it varies from project to project, but generally I do see that majority of approval rates are just remaining the way it is or getting a little bit more challenging because the banks are being pressured by having too low interest rates. So the risk is no longer, versus the reward that they get, is no longer palatable for them. But they are being pressured because the economic situation and the way our central bank and our government's relationship is trying to make this environment a more liquid environment, right? So that's where I think it's not about the company. It's really about the bank situation right now, the liquidity issue that we have. So that's the reason why our MCO doesn't feel like an MCO, because you go out there, you still can walk around, because the economy system cannot shut down. If it's shut down 100%, it will have more pressure on the system. So that's where we are right now. Jessica has a question, Sing Fei.
So Jessica, this workshop from your market center is open to everybody, not only rookie, even senior, whatever it is. If you do not have a clear plan for your business, you need to attend this workshop, right? So this afternoon, I'm not here to convince you to have a GPS plan, but after you're hearing the story, you have to ask yourself this question: do you need a GPS plan for your business or not? If you think you need, sign up for the workshop, and that's where the coach will guide you through how to establish a GPS plan. Any more questions? No, if not, so thank you for the panelists. I think you have did a great sharing from your experience. And any announcement from the... Right, so tomorrow morning, there'll be a lead generation. It's a Wednesday, is a lead generation Wednesday. So tomorrow there'll be an English session talking about the listing. Josh and Ganesh, you have heard their name being mentioned just now, that they'll be hosting this session. So if you are interested, and make sure you learn something from how to get listing or this thing, you join us for the English session tomorrow morning. And at the same time in the afternoon, our very own Jonathan Kuek with Ashlyn and Calvin will be doing a lead generation for buyers in Mandarin, in Chinese. 他们讲华语的. So if you 讲华语, you come tomorrow afternoon to join them and understand how to generate buyers. And this week we also arranged a list down all this training. So on Thursday, the GPS workshop, confirm with your market center the timing, because I understand two of the market center are running in the morning, right? And afternoon they'll be running an Ignite program. And then Friday, every Friday we'll have a Tech Friday. So this coming Friday, there will be Tech Friday, talk about transaction management, how to use DocuSign and e-payment tool during this time of pandemic to help you to sign some of the form and get payment digitally. And in the afternoon, there will be a how to post social, how to do Facebook campaign, that kind of training in the afternoon. So make sure you sign up and learn some of the technology that you can leverage on to generate your business. And we have also regular update from our workplace happening. Some of these EDM whereby you can use it to keep in touch with your customer, right? So currently we are sending this sample stay home, stay safe. You got MCO. In fact, I send this stay safe and stay home EDM to my contact, and out of the I think 200 contacts I sent to them, one of them asked me about property. I found a buyer just to send this EDM and say how are they, take care of yourself, all this thing. So it is a way to keep in touch with your database. So there's this one, every Thursday there will be a new EDM uploaded to the workplace whereby you can download, you can send it to your customer. Next. And if you have any problem or not sure how to set up a Facebook campaign in your command, attend this session by Winnie. Winnie will help you step by step through how to set up your Facebook page and how to verify the various conditions that you need to set properly so that you can run a proper Facebook campaign and generate leads for you. Right? So sign up for this. And Metapod. So now open house is impossible. So therefore, if you want to ride on the season and go digital, this is where you can consider to subscribe to this Metapod, whereby you can do a 3D virtual tour with your property and send it to your customer as a virtual viewing. Right? So there's some promotion. You will get a free camera. You will sign up for a 1-year subscription at this point in time. So this promotion has a limited time and limited to 10 sign up only. So only 10% qualify to get this special offer. So if you think 3D solution is what you need, quickly sign up for this package. Contact Christine. Right. So once again, thank you everyone for staying with us. Thank you for your time. I hope this session has inspired you to establish a clear business plan so that the moment MCO over, you are ready to run like the Ferrari. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody say boom. Type the word boom inside checkbox. Boom. All right. Thank you very much.